Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape this offseason, you know that the NFC East has been buzzing with activity, but nothing quite compares to this latest move that's got everyone talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and their defense. It's a story that could reshape the division and set a new tone for what we expect from this team in 2024. So, here's what's happening, and trust me, this is a story you do not want to miss. According to sources close to Adam Schefter, there's a surprising trade in the works, a trade that's turning heads across the league. It's an unusual move, but one that makes a lot of sense when you look at the bigger picture. What's happening is that the Eagles, after some intense negotiations and strategic planning, are sending a fifth-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft to the New York Jets. In return, they're getting back a familiar face, Haason Reddick. Yes, that's right. The Eagles are bringing Reddick back into the fold. And believe me, this isn't just a simple swap. There are some significant contract adjustments involved that are making this deal even more intriguing. The cap hit for Reddick, which was initially around $14.5 million in 2025, is being reduced to roughly $9 million. That's a big deal for the Eagles, especially considering their current cap situation and the injuries they're dealing with. Now, let's dig into the context behind this move. Reddick, who was a Pro Bowler in 2022 and 2023, has been a disruptive force on the edge for the Eagles. His ability to get after the quarterback, pressure the backfield, and contribute to the overall pass rush has been a key part of their defensive identity. His PFF pass rush grade over his career has been an impressive 88.4, showcasing just how impactful he can be. Over his career, Reddick has accumulated an eye-popping 58 sacks, 198 pressures, 16 forced fumbles, and 4 interceptions in 104 games. When he's at his best, he's a game-changer. In 2024 with the Eagles, Reddick put up solid numbers: 11 sacks, a PFF overall grade of 85.6, and a run defense grade of 82.3. Even with some injuries, such as that ankle sprain in 2024 that caused him to miss 2 games, Reddick has shown durability, playing around 85% of the snaps when healthy. His consistency and ability to perform in high-pressure moments make him a valuable asset, especially as the Eagles aim to bolster their pass rush for a deep playoff run. And speaking of playoff performance, Reddick's numbers in postseason situations are quite impressive, with a PFF grade above 90 in run defense during Super Bowl runs, which highlights his ability to elevate his game when it matters most. But there's a lot more that makes this move fascinating. Reddick's situation with the Jets has been a bit complicated. After a solid start with New York, he's faced some challenges. In 2025, his production has dipped, just 2 sacks and 8 pressures in 3 games with the Jets. His win rate of 22%, which places him in the top 15 among edge rushers, has taken a hit, and he's been dealing with some dissatisfaction, reportedly stemming from his fit within the Jets' scheme and their defense's struggles overall, which is allowing an average of 25 points per game. Rumors suggest that Reddick has been somewhat unhappy with how things have gone in New York, especially given the team's rebuild mode after their failed attempt with Aaron Rodgers early in the season. Now, why would the Jets trade him? Well, it's partly about cap space. Although they have around $5.8 million available, they are not in a rush to extend Reddick. The Jets are clearly in a rebuild, focusing on developing young players and building around their future, especially with a defense that's giving up over 4.2 sacks per game and an offensive line that's been porous, allowing around 28 yards per rush. They are also looking to shed some cap and reset their roster, and trading Reddick, who is 31, could be seen as a way to do that. The skepticism around the trade centers on whether Reddick still has the same impact at this stage of his career, given the natural decline that can come with age. Critics argue that at 31, some see him as overvalued, especially with the perception that his best days might be behind him. However, the Eagles clearly see his potential to make an immediate impact, and they believe he can still be an elite pass rusher. From the Eagles' perspective, bringing Reddick back is a huge boost. His presence instantly elevates their pass rush, which is already formidable with players like Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat. Sweat, whose PFF grade is at 84.2, benefits from Reddick's return because it creates a more balanced and dangerous front seven. The projection for the Eagles in 2024 is that with Reddick back, they could see him hitting around 12 sacks next season, significantly helping their effort to reduce points allowed, which currently stands at 22 per game, but could drop closer to 18 with a more potent pass rush. Additionally, his ability to help stop the run, improving their run-stop percentage to around 75%, makes this move a strategic masterstroke. When you compare Reddick to the current edge rushers on the Eagles, his impact is projected to increase their win rate against opposing quarterbacks by about 24%, while also allowing fewer pressures, about 12 fewer per season. This move also has direct implications on the Eagles' Super Bowl odds. Before the trade, they were sitting at plus 900, but with Reddick back and the defense improving, their odds have jumped to plus 650, making them one of the top contenders in the NFC. Meanwhile, the Jets' odds have taken a hit, jumping from plus 12-0 to even worse, as their defense continues to leak points and their rebuild momentum stalls somewhat. The Eagles' upgraded defense, especially with Reddick's return, makes them more formidable in the postseason, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Dak Prescott, where their sack rate could increase by about 25%. With their current 2-1 record, this trade could push them to a projected 13 wins, up from an initial 9-0 to 1 long shot to a real contender. But beyond the immediate impact, this trade is also about legacy. Reddick's return to Philadelphia symbolizes a sort of homecoming, a chance for him to reinforce the team's defensive identity and cement his place as a key piece in their championship puzzle. For the Eagles, this move isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about reasserting their dominance and setting themselves up for sustained success. They've built a defensive core that's versatile and dangerous, and adding Reddick, who's proven in big moments, makes that core even stronger. It's a calculated move that could define the season and beyond because, as we all know, the NFC East is fiercely competitive, and every advantage counts. Now, looking ahead, with Reddick back, the Eagles are poised not only to make a deep playoff run, but to potentially challenge the best in the league for that elusive Lombardi trophy. The defense, which was somewhat underwhelming due to injuries like Jalen Carter's recent calf injury, out for about 3 weeks, gets a major boost with his return, and the overall team morale and confidence are likely to skyrocket. The combination of Reddick's pass-rushing prowess and the returning Carter could turn the Eagles' defense into one of the league's elite. Their ability to generate turnovers, pressure quarterbacks, and control the line of scrimmage becomes even more potent. It's a move that isn't just about this season, but also about long-term success, because a dominant defense can carry a team through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. And speaking of playoffs, the impact of this trade extends to the postseason landscape. The Eagles are now more equipped to pressure quarterbacks like Dak Prescott, who's known for his mobility. Their sack rate against mobile QBs could see a 25% increase, making life miserable for opponents and giving the Eagles a real advantage. This is the kind of strategic move that can turn the tide in close games, especially when the game's on the line in the fourth quarter. The team's confidence grows, the fans get even more excited, and the team's identity as a defensive powerhouse is reinforced. In the grand scheme, this move by the Eagles is a statement. They're not just content with being good, they want to be great again. They're leveraging their resources, making smart cap decisions, and bringing back a player who embodies what they want on that defensive front. Reddick's return also sends a message to the league. Philadelphia is serious about reclaiming its place at the top of the NFC and making another Super Bowl push. The division rivals, especially teams like the Cowboys and the Giants, will have to deal with this renewed, aggressive Eagles defense that's now even more dangerous. To wrap it all up, this trade is a masterstroke in a strategic season for the Eagles. It's about bolstering their pass rush, improving their chances in the playoffs, and setting the stage for a potential Super Bowl run. It's about legacy, about reasserting dominance, and about giving their fans even more reasons to believe in this team. The NFL is a league where every move counts, and this one might be one of the most impactful of the offseason. The Eagles are making a clear statement, they're back, and they're ready to fight for another title. So Eagles fans, buckle up, because the road to Super Bowl LVII just got even more exciting, and it's happening right here in Philadelphia. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Reddick can recapture his previous form and make a real difference on this defense? Are you excited about the team's chances now that they've made this bold move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. Keep the passion alive, and let's see this team rise to new heights together.